Derby fans and addicts, are you ready? Portland, Oregon, are you ready for some Derby? That's what I thought. Fans, welcome to the historic Veterans Memorial Coliseum, where tonight, on this very track, we will crown the Season 7 home champion of your Rose City Rollers!
I drank half a Red Bull, I'm ready.
In our opening bout tonight, the Heartless Heathers will be taking on the Guns and Rollers. And in the headlining bout, the 2011 home season champion, Breakneck Betties, will be taking on the undefeated High Rollers. And now I would like to turn the microphone over to Louis Armstrong.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an exciting night of Derby ahead of us. But first, I'd like to ask that everyone please rise for tonight's performance of the National Anthem. Our guest performers this evening are Bridgetown Sound. Everyone, please rise.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, land of the free, and the home of the brave.
Thank you to Bridgetown Sound.
Yeah!
Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we bring out tonight's first two teams, we would like to introduce tonight's officiating crews, headed by Clydesdale and Winch Warden.
Winch tripped on his way out.
That was weird.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Do you suddenly feel a chill in the room right now? Do you feel an icy grip taking a hold of your heart? Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the Heartless Heathers! Number 1, 37, B. Hexen. Sure. H155, Bella Constrictor. Number 3, D-Day. Number 143, the artist formerly known as Effie Stone. I might give you Juice Box Hero. Number 2, French Tickler. Number 71, baby, take some ibuprofen for headache. Number 21, I Rebel. Number 65, Lieutenant Uherda. Number 27, Motor and Pistol. Number 363, Moxie Roxham. Number 26, it's Nacho Lucky Day. Number 1111, Scheme Stress. Number 601, Slay Miseral. Number 17H, the Blast Unicorn. Number 31, my sister from another mister, Toxic Haste. And your co-captain, 243 pages of Scratcher in the Eye! Ladies and gentlemen, these are your Heartless Heathers!
Check, check.
Not skating tonight is co-captain Bacchanalian, Trinidad Assassin, She-Rex, Tequilian on the benches, Fire Crunch, and F-Bomb.
Pretty sure mine's okay.
Thank you very much, Randy Pan. Magic Pony, how are you doing tonight?
I am awesome, and it is my distinct rock and roll pleasure to produce for you the Guns and Rollers! Skating for you tonight, number 120, Super Six Pack. Number 1221, Roller Eclipse. Number 21, Untamed Shrew. Number 29, Artemis Foulmouth. Number 37, Unreal Hooligan. Number 419, Juvie Hall. Number 480, Harajuku Girl. Number 5, Mel Mangles. Number 50, Scald Eagle. Number 66, Brady Punch. Number 69, Sugar and Vice. Number 73, Frankenherder. Number 808, Yo Gonna Be Sorry. Number 81, Havana Good Time. And number 889, Scouts Honor. Number 326, Va Va Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your Guns and Rollers!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the black and blue bout here, the battle for third here, ladies and gentlemen. I do want to take a quick barometer. Who is new here to the sport of roller derby? Raise your hand if this is your first bout. I got a handful of you. Well, we're going to do our best to bring you along into the sport, let you know what's what, keep you going here. Currently, the officials are checking to see if all the skaters made sure not to bring any weaponry, blades, guns, brass knuckles, all of which are not legal in the sport of roller derby, as it turns out. I know, bummer. So as these two teams have faced off earlier in this season, Guns N' Rollers came out with the victory, but we have seen a huge trajectory from the Heartless Heathers so far. Is there a towel in the house? The officials are asking the announcers for a towel because we need towels up here.
You know, typically when I get done in the shower, you know, out behind backstage, I leave my towel hanging there. I'll have to remember that next time.
Oh, I brought one. Weird. I had one here the whole time. Sorry, guys. All right, so we're getting to line up here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are indeed new to the sport of roller derby, I want you to pay attention to the skaters with these stars on their helmet. They are the jammers. They are the ones who score points for their team by lapping their opponents.
The sport of roller derby is played with offense and defense both at the same time. So the jammer's job is basically to get through that pack and score some points for their team.
Jamming for the Guns N' Rollers in black is 2.1, Untamed Shrew.
And 17H, the Blast Unicorn.
For the Heartless Heathers in blue. Now they're trying to get through that big clump of skaters there called the pack.
And as you see, they're trying to muscle their way through and get past those skaters, but they do not want to let them get through.
Like you said earlier, it's offense and defense happening in there. And right now some beautiful defense happening from both teams. Now the first time through the pack, there is no points scored because the jammer has to lap their opponents in order to get through.
That's right. The first jammer through is called the lead jammer. Now you can see by the referee pointing one hand in the air and one hand at the jammer, she is now your lead jammer.
She did not score any points, but now on the second pass through the pack, she will score points for any opponent that she passes.
Blast Unicorn still behind that strong GNR wall, trying to make her way through her first time.
Now, as you can see, Untamed Shrew went past all 5 Heathers blockers. She got 1 point for each of them. That is a grand slam, 5 points, the most points you can score on a pass.
And once again, the referee holding his hand in the air, indicating how many points are scored for that lead jammer.
All right, she got hit to the outside, must return behind the pack. Now this is Blast Unicorn's initial pass still. She gets her initial pass, no points yet. But now Blast Unicorn can score by passing opposing skaters.
And you can see by the referee, he was waving his hands in front of his pelvis, indicating that she was not the lead jammer.
Looks like there were 4 more points picked up from Untamed Shrew, bringing GNR to 9 points here against the Heathers 0 so far.
Slay Miserable against Super Six Pack.
Now Like you said before, this jammer who gets out of the pack first is lead jammer. That is Super Six-Pack. No points yet. She will score as soon as she hits the pack, but she has the power to call off this jam at any time.
Les Miserables finally making her way through. She is not your lead jammer, as once again you can see indicated by the ref waving his hands in front of him.
There can only be one lead jammer per jam, and that's only going to belong to one skater. In this case, it's Super Six-Pack.
Now, the importance of being the lead jammer, as you just saw Super Six-Pack do, she can tap her hands on her hips, calling off the jam. Being a lead jammer puts you in control of this game.
That was perfect timing. She got to call off the jam before Les Mis could, Slay Miz, sorry, could get any points there. Up in the line, number 50 for GNR, Scald Eagle.
And Scratcher in the eye. Gonna be battling it out on this jammer line.
All right, the jammers are released. Now they're trying to get through that big clump of skaters. Those are called blockers, and they skate together in what is called the pack.
That was some really nice action on the outside. Scratcher bumped Scald Eagle out, but Scald Eagle has made a beautiful move to the inside. She is your lead jammer.
Remember, she can call off the jam at any time. No points yet, but she'll now be able to score by passing her opponents.
Scratcher in the eye has finally made her way through the pack. Scald Eagle made her way through. She's called it off after picking 4 points on her initial pass.
So as her first pass through, she got lead jammer, was able to call it off. On the jammer line for Heartless Heathers is the Blast Unicorn!
Untamed Shrew taking the line for the Guns and Rollers. Now, as you can see, each team fields 4 blockers to form the pack for their team.
They do the offense and defense. They're trying to get their own jammer through while preventing their opponent's jammer from getting through. That's where all the action happens, is inside the pack.
Right there was a beautiful, beautiful hit by Scouts on her to bust up that wall and get her jammer through.
Blast Unicorn got lead jammer, but was stuck in the pack. She was able to call off the jam because she was lead jammer when Untamed Shrew got out. All right, Nacho Lucky Day, number 26 for Heartless Heathers in blue, jamming.
Now, as you can see, Henri Hooligan sitting in the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box. Penalties can happen in this game, and there's 2 different types of penalties that you can get.
There are hitting penalties. You can only legally hit with your shoulders and your hips. And there are track penalties. You have to hit inside the lines. No out of bounds, no 20 feet in front, and you can't pass skaters out of bounds either.
Right there, Super Six-Pack picks up lead jammer, and she's working her way around.
No points yet, but she can call off the jam anytime, and she'll start scoring when she passes opponents.
Nacho Lucky Gay getting knocked to the outside. As you see, she had to re-enter behind the opposing player that knocked her out. Otherwise, it would have been a cut track.
Yeah, you don't want that cut in the track. If you get hit out, you have to return behind everybody. Super Six-Pack was lead jammer. She scored 4 points on that pass, called off the jam before Nacho Lucky Gay can do it. Hey, Magic Pony Power Hour.
Hey, Randy Pan, I'm down here on the track with Susan B. Anarchy. What do you got to say, Susan?
I say support gender equality in roller derby and come check out Portland Men's Roller Derby July 3rd at Indoor Goals in Beaverton.
Woo! Party
Yeah.
on. Beer guy, this section right over here, beer guy over here.
Scald Eagle jamming for Guns N' Rollers. Scratcher in the eye for the Heartless Heathers.
Scald Eagle really working hard against that blue wall. Finds an opening. She's your lead jammer.
First pass through, no points, but now she'll score as she gets through opponents. And lead jammer, she can call up the jam at any time. Nice defensive 4-wall up front by the Guns N' Rollers.
Now, she has made her way through another time, picking up a full 5 points because she was able to pass every player that was in that pack, including the jammer. She fully lapped that jammer.
And all the skaters were on the track. We call that 5 the hard way. when you get through all 5 skaters like that.
And if there's a skater that can do it, Scald Eagle, last year's Rookie of the Year, that's the player that can definitely do it.
And that is an example of a back block. She engaged Juicebox Hero in the backs. Juicebox Hero fell from that impact. That is a back block major. You cannot hit your opponent in the back.
Now, for that infraction, she earns 1 minute in the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box, and she has got to wait to play. So now we call this a power jam.
That's right, King. A power jam is when there's only one jammer on the track. They're the only ones who can score points for their team, and that is Blast Unicorn.
Out of play call in the front. Blast Unicorn makes her way through. She's not your lead jammer, so no one right now can call out this jam. It's going to go the full 2 minutes.
Blast Unicorn on a scoring pass right now. She gets a point for every opponent she passes. Frankenherder hit Blast Unicorn to the inside there. Blast Unicorn had to go behind her to avoid the cutting the track penalty.
Brady Punch with a huge hit. Puts down Blast Unicorn.
And that is the end of the jam. 2 minutes there. 5 points on that pass for Blast Unicorn. 4 picked up by Scald Eagle.
OHSU Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical care team of the Rose City Rollers. Receive next day medical care by using our sports medicine hotline, 494-4000.
Untamed Shrew and Headache taking the line as your jammers for this jam.
They got Headache, number 71, jamming for the Heartless Heathers, and 2.1, Untamed Shrew for GNR.
Untamed Shrew really trying to work that front wall. Heartless Heathers thinking that strategy is going to work. One player left to beat, and she is out.
Now, she got a minor penalty. In order to get lead jammer, you have to get through first legally, but she's still in a scoring position now, King.
That's right. She's not your lead jammer, so this is going to continue to go until a lead jammer has been established or until time has run out.
Now, just because you're not lead jammer doesn't mean you can't score. Untamed Shrew just picked up 5 points by passing all of our opposing blockers, and we have a major cut on Headache for the Heartless Heathers.
This is gonna go a full 2 minutes because she is not your lead jammer, and it's in a power jam situation. So now it's just a point scoring opportunity. 4 more points for Untamed Shrew.
4 more, and Untamed Shrew is the only jammer out there. So right now, Guns N' Rollers is the only one skating. Passes all 4 on the outside. A quick 5 points, King.
That's right. Right now, they're slowing down this pack. They've got somebody trapped in the back. Great strategy by GNR to keep this pack nice and slow.
It's in GNR's pack's best interest to keep it slow to give Untamed Shrew more scoring opportunities. Slay Miz had to let her go to avoid a 20-foot out-of-play major.
It was really good defensive blocking right there, trying to slow her down, but unfortunately she pushed her out too far.
Nice hit out by Toxic Haze.
And Frankenherder to follow it up, taking her out of play, and absolutely beautiful defensive move to get this scoring going.
Having a good time there, opening up there by taking out. She got 1 point. She passed one skater out of play, so it was 4 points on last pass, 4.
And that's a full 2 minutes. Absolute great endurance play by shown here by Untamed Shrew.
So we have a team timeout here.
Let him do one.
Agent Meow, it's time for the Magic Pony Music Minute.
Magic Pony Music Minute!
Louis Armstrong, looks like they're coming to the end of this. What do you got for us?
Joe's Burgers. 4 locations, awesome burgers, and the official feeder of the Rose City Rollers.
Scratcher in the eye, jamming for the Heartless Heathers right now.
Guns and Rollers have Super Six-Pack out there. She's trying to battle her way through a nice front wall, though, and she is escorted to the back of the pack.
Nice hop over the front line there for Scratcher in the eye. She's out front. She's lead jammer. No points yet, but both jammers can score as they pass their opponents.
It looks like the Heartless Heathers have Juvie Hall trapped back there. Wise move, good strategy. Trying not to let her get anywhere.
Nice call off there by Scratcher. She called off as she hit the pack, took 1 point out of it. Louis Armstrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 raffle prizes tonight. First, we have a booty basket featuring items from Roller Girl Wine, Oaks Parks Pro Shop, Metro Clothing, Naked City, Satellite Customs, Olive Chaos, and Sock 'em Down Dolls. Next, we have a Fat Tire bicycle. You can purchase tickets from our vendors wandering through the crowd right now. Tickets are $1 each, or 10 tickets for $5.
Blast Unicorn out there with Scald Eagle. Looks like they're going to be battling out on the jammers on this jam.
Nice defense there. Scald Eagle muscles her way through that front wall. First out, lead jammer, no points yet, but she is in scoring position now.
Mel Mangles giving Blast Unicorn a hard time, drops her to the inside, and hasn't let her go anywhere.
Blast Unicorn up against a very tough wall. Like you said, Mel Mangles also having a good time. Fresh Ferner, Conan the Barbarian shoot.
Scald Eagle works her way through one more time, lapping every single player. That's 5 points for Scald Eagle.
Nice inside maneuver there. Blast Unicorn pushing the pack out 20 feet. They have to let her go or get a penalty, so she gets out her initial pass.
Oh, big hit by Screamstress, taking down Scald Eagle, and she calls it off. Still picks up 5 points on that jam. Louis Armstrong.
Check out the special gallery display in the concourse tonight by Timothy Murray Photography. Visit timothymurrayphotography.com for classic black and white film derby images.
There's a slight score adjustment from 2 jammers ago. 4 more points got put on the board for GNR, just to give you a heads up. Slay Miseral, number 601, on the line for the Heartless.
Untamed Shrew taking an eye at that blue wall. Oh, she gets pushed to the outside, and she's sent to the back of the pack.
And remember, if you get hit out of bounds, you have to come in behind the person that hit you or get it cutting the track.
Slay Miz out front. She's not your lead jammer, though.
She had a minor penalty. Untamed Shrew was lead jammer, so she can call off the jam before Slay Miz can get any points.
Magic Pony, where you at?
Hey boys, I'm down here on the line with my new friend Catherine, who's a brand new fan to RCR. This is her first game. She wants to give a huge shout out to her favorite Derby girl.
Scald Eagle!
Make some noise for Scald Eagle!
That's right, make some noise for Scald Eagle.
She's all right. She's pretty good. Scratcher in the eye up at the line. Now you see a bunch of skaters in the penalty box. Remember, when you go to the penalty box, no one goes out to field your position.
Scald Eagle, lead jammer status, muscled her way through 3 blockers without any problems.
Now she can call off the jam at any time. Both jammers are in scoring position.
Once again, Heartless Heathers trying to slow down Scald Eagle. She steps to the inside. 4 more points scored by Scald Eagle.
Scald Eagle called off the jam before Scratcher in the eye could get any points.
Louis Armstrong.
The Vita Cafe, super tasty vegetarian and vegan food for thought. And one of our newest sponsors, Car2Go. Meet the future of car sharing. Sign up today at car2go.com.
Up in the line, number 143, Juice Box Hero with Capri Suns in her eyes.
Untamed Shrew once again on that jammer line. Getting pushed to the outside by Fringe Tickler.
French Juggler and Blast Unicorn forming a nice wall in the back there. Juicebox Hero trying to get through that front wall of Guns N' Rollers, King.
She's got one player left to beat, but unfortunately for her, that's Frankenherder. Excellent defensive move, but Juicebox Hero makes her way through. She's your lead jammer.
She's your lead hero for the Heartless Heathers.
Oh, Mel Mangles with a great booty block. She will be spending some time in the Pass Through Ribbon penalty box. But as we say in Derby, worth it.
She got a low block major. She engaged Juicebox Hero below the thigh. That will send you to the penalty box for a minute. Untamed Shrew makes her initial point pass.
Brady Punch and Frankenherder not letting Juicebox Hero go anywhere. Fantastic defensive moves.
It looks like Juicebox Hero, who was the lead jammer, called off the jam. 4 for 4 in that pass.
67-10. Randy Pan, what do you think that Heartless Heathers can do to get back in this game?
Well, there's a couple things. One, penalties are not helping. You got to stay on the track, so you got to get out there and stay clean. Number two, I think they could use a little bit of offense. GNR's defense is very powerful right now. They're doing a great job holding those jammers back. So that's Randy Pan's 2 cents. And it's usually worth just that, 2 cents.
Beautiful move to the inside. One player left to beat.
Nacho Lucky Day is lead jammer. That's 2 lead jams in a row for the Heartless Heathers.
And this is exactly what the Heathers need in order to get back in this game and make this competition a little tighter.
Heathers, nice. Got a trap. They're keeping it slow and giving Nacho a scoring opportunity. Nacho calls off the jam, picks up 2 points to Scald Eagles 0. Louis Armstrong.
Sock Dreams. Unique, sexy, and comfy socks for the roller girl and everyone. Check out their new Rose City Roller socks. We'd also like to say thanks to the following sponsors: Sattva Health Gallery, Portland Independent Films, OSI, the Jupiter Hotel, and Voodoo Donuts.
You're gonna be sorry jamming for the Guns N' Rollers.
She's going to be going up against Blast Unicorn. Let's see if Blast Unicorn can capitalize on this situation. She's made her way through. Oh, but she picked up a minor infraction on her way. She is not your lead jammer.
Let's talk about minors for a second. Minors are penalties that don't have as much impact. It takes 4 to go to the penalty box. You're gonna be sorry called off the jam as she was lead jammer. And Scald Eagle jamming.
Super six-pack. It looks like she's going to start behind the jammers.
That's called taking your intentional 4th minor. If you're sitting on 3 minors and you don't want to jam with those, you take a 4th one really quick, go to the penalty box, get it cleared out.
Scald Eagle blasts her way through that wall. No one could stop her, and she's off to the races.
Roller Eclipse also started behind the line. She had to go all the way around to avoid a legal procedure out of play.
Scald Eagle, 1 player left to beat. Beautiful footwork, calls off that jam. 4-point score for Scald Eagle. Magic Pony, where are you hanging out at?
VIP. He didn't hear you.
Magic Pony.
Hey, I'm right out here with Josh and Ben, and they want to do a shout out to their favorite Derby girl. Who is it?
Say it, say it. I love Super Six Pack.
I love Super Six Pack.
Woo, Super Six Pack!
Super
All right,
Six
thanks,
Pack.
fellas.
Super six-pack right now, cooling her heels in the Pass Through Ribbon penalty box.
We got Headache jamming for the Heartless Heathers and Brady Punch jamming for GNR right now. And both skaters meeting some resistance.
Headache trying to push that out there. Frankenherder giving her some headache of her own, but she is your lead jammer.
Nice work, Headache getting out there. Heartless Heathers slowing it down. Guns N' Rollers in the last couple of jams.
Brady Punch finally finds the light of day. She has worked her way through, but she is not your lead jammer.
Beautiful offensive block by Toxic Haste, making a hole open for Headache.
Headache took a spill in corner 2. Still got a couple players she's left to beat. She wisely calls it off. Louis Armstrong, what do you got?
Tonight may be the championship bout, but the season is not over yet. Get your tickets for upcoming events at PortlandMercuryTicketing.com. Coming up on June the 29th and 30th, Rosebuds have a home game, plus the Portland's All-Star teams take on Sacramento's Sacred City. Then on August the 3rd, the 4th, and the 24th and the 25th, the Breakneck Betties take on Tilted Thunder's Bank Track. And we have a girls versus boys match with the Rose City Rollers versus the Portland's Men's Roller Derby, and a match between the Wheels of Justice versus Minnesota and the Axles of Annihilation versus Eugene.
It's a full pack out there. They're really battling it out. Yoa gonna be sorry, trying to push that wall out, and she is unable to get through yet.
Not your lucky day up against that front wall of Guns and Rollers. Neither team has made their initial pass, so no points are being scored yet. Looks like
Moxie Roxham going to be spending some time in the pass blue ribbon penalty box.
French Tickler picked up her 4th minor.
There's going to be a pack advantage for the Guns and Rollers right now with 2 of Heartless Heather's players sitting in that penalty box.
There's only 2 advantages you can take on the track. 1 is getting lead jammer, and 2, having more blockers out there, or skaters in general, than your opponents.
You're going to be sorry. Engaging the back of the pack, wisely calls it off as she had the Heartless Heather's jammers right on her tail.
3-0 on that pass.
Score right now 78-16. GNR is really pulling away. It looks like a timeout, though, being called.
This is an official timeout, so our wonderfully talented Mike Checks is going to go in the middle, check in with the officials, and find out what this timeout is for. Hey, Mike Checks.
Howdy, Randy Pan. It looks like they were just trying to figure out the reason that one of the skaters was in the penalty box.
It's good to know.
That's
It's good information to have.
I'm glad that the refs were checking on that. That's always a good thing to know.
I'd say that's worth the timeout.
Scald Eagle works her way out. She is trying to slow down the existing jammer Scratcher, and she has, didn't quite get her.
This is what is known as eating the baby. When one jammer comes out, the other jammer follows her, and that first jammer tries to stuff the jammer back in the pack.
Scratcher in the eye, really battling her way out of there. Oh, and it looks like she is at the back of the pack now. Frankenherder, Brady Punch, Untamed Shrew, and Juvie Hall are in prime position to slow down that jammer.
Scald Eagle loves the taste of babies, as it turns out. But we did get some time off the clock to get some Heathers back into the pack there. That's good to see.
Scald Eagle so strong. 5 points scored on that pass. Just rams her way through that wall.
5 the hard way as all the blockers are back there. Just French Tickler to get past.
Oh, wow. That was fantastic footwork to get past such a strong blocker like French Tickler, and she did it with style.
All right, there they are, line up. Scratcher trying to get around the outside. She is forced to the back of the pack by Guns N' Rollers. Meanwhile, another 5 points by Scald Eagle.
Scratcher is through. She's not your lead jammer.
It's the initial pass, no points yet, but she is finally in scoring position.
Scald Eagle takes a hit, is on the deck, and she calls it off wisely to protect any points being scored by Scratcher in the eye. Louis Armstrong, what do you got?
Folks, tonight's your chance to meet the members of the Wheels of Justice. Go to the Wheels of Justice table set up in the concourse. Wheels of Justice skaters will be there every intermission tonight to chat and give autographs. Get a photo taken with your favorite all-star skater.
I'd like to meet them.
Absolutely.
They're pretty awesome.
They are very awesome.
Headache up at the line for the Heartless Heathers. And Super Six-Pack.
Super Six-Pack working really hard against that blue wall, trying to find a hole. They're doing a fantastic job not letting her get through. Mortar and Pistol, last line of defense. Cut minor, and she is not your lead jammer.
Remember, in order to get lead jammer, you have to be the first through legally. And Headache is the first through legally, so she calls off the jam. That lead jammer position is so important, just so you have control of the timing.
Magic Pony.
Hey, I'm over in Breakneck Alley with Coach Chris from Strength Fit Training, and he wants to say...
And we want to give a big shout out to our sponsored teams, the Breakneck Betties and the PMRD. They've been training hard this year.
Thank you, Coach Chris from Strength Fit Training.
Thank you very much, Magic Pony and Chris.
And Untamed Shrew battling out the front wall of Heartless Heathers.
They've really spread out that plaque. Out of play call, and Untamed Shrew has worked her way through.
Looks like Andrea Hooligan going to the penalty box.
And Lieutenant Uhura, she did get called with that out-of-play major. She'll be sitting down for a full minute in that penalty box.
Well, the refs put their arms in the air, and that means there's no discernible pack, and you cannot block anybody if there's no pack.
5 points scored by Untamed Shrew. She is your lead jammer, so she's in a position to rack up some more points.
Slay Miz taking a hit to the inside by Brady Punch, and still on her initial pass of this pack.
Brady Punch, such an excellent skater, really worked her way up from the junior league into the major leagues now, skating for GNR and doing a fantastic job of it.
Juicebox Hero going for one last hit. Did not go. Looks like Untamed Shrew calls it with 4 more points.
Va Boom looking comfortable out there, taking up some position and establishing her place on that line.
We have 3 minutes left in this first period. This bout will continue another 30 minutes after some exciting halftime fun.
One player from each team is sitting in the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box, taking some time off to contemplate their skating.
And the jam has started.
Scald Eagle trying to go around the outside. One player left the beat. So graceful, so much skill, and she is so much the lead jammer.
She is that a lot. Looks like Nacho's still stuck in her initial pass. Just cruises right by. Scald Eagle, 5 points for Guns N' Rollers.
That was a really good boom by Bubba Boom to take Nacho outside. Unfortunately, she was taken out of play, and Nacho could just keep right on going.
Nice wall up front by Evander Goodtime, Andrea Hooligan, and Mel Mangles. Meanwhile, quick 5 points by Scald Eagle.
All right, looks like Scald Eagle, 5 more points, rolling around the outside. Havana, good time. Oh, escorts outside. She cut the track. Nacho Lucky Day will be sitting in the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box for a full minute, putting GNR in a power jam.
Just steps through that wall. Another pass there for Scald Eagle.
In this jam, Scald Eagle has broken the century mark. 120 for the Guns N' Rollers.
And pushing 20 feet out, you can't block 20 feet outside of the pack. Another 5 points for Scald Eagle.
Heartless Evers really getting hurt by their penalty problems right now. Not having a jammer out there is decimating this this team score.
All right, dances through that front wall. 5 more points, Scald Eagle. That's the end of that jam. We'll have time for one more.
Super six-pack taking the jammer line all by herself.
All right, we have a starting in a power jam. That is Super six-pack.
Looks like the Guns N' Rollers have a pack advantage, having one more skater out there, not including the jammer that they're also missing. Super six-pack muscles her way through that past Toxic Haste. She is not your lead jammer, though. a minor forearm infraction, and so this will be going the full 2 minutes.
That's not quite. It looks like Nacho Lucky Day came out of the penalty box.
I stand corrected.
Hey, King and Randy, Magic Pony over here in the ice box. I got Mary with me. She's looking for Fred Lawson. Can I see Fred Lawson stand up and show me where he's sitting? Fred Lawson.
All right, everybody, stick around for the halftime break here. We're going to be having a great event coming up here in just a quick few minutes. It's a human ring toss. I'll see you down on the floor.
Well, Frenchie's definitely ready to skate. If no one else is, French Tickler is ready to skate. Air scratch in the eye with a uniform change. I promise you that is actually uniform.
I thought it was a wardrobe malfunction there a second ago.
Total wardrobe malfunction. Also, let's have a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen.
All right, that is Act 2, Scene 1, Untamed Shrew.
And Nacho Lucky Day, she's going to be the jammer for the Heartless Heathers.
What was that? Oh my goodness! She like jumped and spun in midair. That's not even a thing. And Nacho Lucky Day makes her initial appearance. Untamed Shrew trying to get past the. I don't know if Scratcher counts as a point with that uniform on. Hey, what's going on there, Louis?
DerbyFit.com. Spark, rock, recover, repeat. Rose City Rollers Independent Advocare Distributor.
I believe that is Scratcher showing her derby fit off right there. Oh, we have fun.
All right. Slay Miz and Scald Eagle are going to be your jammers. Scald Eagle blasting her way right through the middle of that pack. She is your lead jammer.
Blah, blah, blah. Scald Eagle, lead jammer, blah, blah. Slay Miseral up against the front wall there.
Excellent footwork to keep herself in bounds. Brady Punch and Scouts on her, really trying to work her out. Big pit by French Tickler to open that up, taking Brady Punch out of bounds.
3 points on Scald Eagle there, only 3. And Slay Miseral on her initial pass. She can get points by passing opponent.
The Delta Cafe. Amazing Southern fare, big eats, and stiff drinks.
Headache and Super Six Pack gonna be battling it out on the Tonkin Jammer line
against Headache. Super and Headache just going back and forth. Oh, you're gonna be sorry. It's actually taking the jammer panty instead. And that worked out all right. She got lead jammer. She can call off the jam at any time. No points yet on the first pass. Just a reminder.
Headache trying to work her way through the center of that pack. Great offensive work by the Heartless Heathers trying to help her get through that pack.
So Mel Mangles going to the penalty box there for some reason. Conan the Good Time having to give up Headache there on her initial pass. 0-0 on that pass. Good job for Headache getting there and preventing the points.
The Lloyd Athletic Club, the official sports fitness facility of the Rose City Rollers. And Fire on the Mountain, Buffalo Wings to die for on Burnside and Interstate.
Not your lucky day.
Scald Eagle out there. So far, 81 points scored for Scald Eagle in this game.
Not your lucky day out there. This is a good advantage for the Heartless Heathers. So let me hear from the ice box. Make some noise for the Heartless Heathers that they have 4-2 blocker advantage.
Frankenherder and Untamed Shrew give and Nacho Lucky Day a not very fun time.
And Scald Eagle gets out despite the 4-2 disadvantage and a major forearm for Nacho Lucky Day. So this is a power jam for Scald Eagle.
That's too bad. They had a blocker advantage out there. Two of the players for the Guns N' Rollers are sitting in the penalty box right now, but unfortunately, the Heartless Heathers are in a power jam.
And she's on her second scoring pass here. She gets hit to the outside by a French tickler. The Heather's doing a good job bringing her farther back, but
still made her way through, picks up 5 points on that pass. Fantastic footwork once again by Scald Eagle.
B. Hexen trying to get to the back of the pack, and Mel Mangles says, no!
You can't do that.
All right.
You get none. Scald Eagle one more time. 5 points on that pass.
All right, she calls it just as Nacho Lucky Day is standing, so they're going to start the next jam in a power jam. This bout is for third place, and then afterwards we're going to see the Breakneck Betties take on the High Rollers for first place of Season 7 of your own Rose City Rollers.
Brady Punch all by her lonesome out there, standing on that jammer line.
Here's a story of a lady who's good at derby. All right, so
nice slow start, burning some time off the clock for the Heathers. Did a move where they were down, and then they stood back up to drag this pack out. They've released the jammers. Brady Punch engaging the Heartless Heathers right now.
Off the Ron Tonkin Fiat line. Oh, nice dance in there. Nacho Lucky Day! Lucky Day, as she is your lead jammer.
Brady Punch having a hard time trying to get through. Great wall work in the back by the Heartless Heathers.
She keeps forgetting that Scratcher in the Eye is there. Honest mistake. 5 points pressed out by Nacho Lucky Day. That's a grand slam for the Heartless Heathers.
French Tickler taking Brady Punch all the way to the back. They still have her locked up. They're not letting her go anywhere.
5 more points for the Heartless Heathers.
Heartless Heathers are doing some fantastic blocking work. Blast Unicorn taking for, oh, look at that, a cut major. Heartless Heathers, they are in a power jam right now.
Drawing the cut there, well done. Hit to the inside by Nacho Lucky Day. And she gets out. 4 points on that scoring pass. She passed the skater out of play. That was hard, Juke girl. That's 14 points on this jam alone for the Heartless Heathers King.
That's right, she's still in a position to earn some more points. Taking a lot of hits, but she takes it as strong as she can. Watch, oh!
Hit to the head by Nacho Lucky Day. That's going to release Brady Punch back into the jam.
Brady Punch re-engaging the back of that wall. Unfortunately, there's French Tickler waiting to take her out. And this jam is called off.
Out in the crowd, it's the Magic Pony Power Hour.
Hey, fellas, I'm in the ice box, and we're all celebrating hard. I'm here with Stovepipe, and he wants to shout out to
Nacho Lucky Day.
Woo! Nacho Lucky Day in the penalty box. Hey, ladies!
You know, she did some really nice scoring there last time, didn't she, Pony?
That was an incredible jam, dude. Racking them up.
So we are crossing over to an official timeout. Officials need some time to check in on some stuff, and our man, Mike Checks, is letting us know what's going on.
Looks like there was a bit of an equipment malfunction on one of the skaters. They wanted to remove the tape.
Was it Scratcher? Was it Scratcher?
I'm not sure. They wanted to remove the tape and make sure it was no longer a hazard to the skaters.
Excellent. Definitely not Scratcher then. All right, safety first. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but really, safety first and roller derby. So it's good to make sure that everything is safe with the skaters right now. I thought they were worried that Scratcher's entire uniform malfunctioned, but no, she's good.
Wow, it looks like old-fashioned roller derby where they're starting on the actual pivot line.
Scratcher's like, what are you talking about? I don't even know what you mean. What are you referring to?
Scald Eagle taking it out of play, sitting and taking her 4th minor. She'll be taking some time in that Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box.
Now, Nacho Lucky Day only has to spend as much time in the penalty box as Brady Punch previously did, which was not much time at all.
Untamed Shrew trying to work her way around. Toxic Haste doing some great positional blocking, really slowing her down.
Nice work, Toxic.
Right now, Heartless Heathers with a pack advantage. Unfortunately, Guns N' Rollers have lead jammer status.
Va Boom with a big hit, but that's going to be a forearm, and Nacho Lucky Day is released into the wild. A Dream Shoe calls it. Too much skin on the tack.
OHSU Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical care team of the Rose City Rollers. Receive next day medical care by using our sports medicine hotline at 494-4000.
Oh, looks like the Heather Chancers are out. Where have you been all night? It's the time now to get rowdy, Heather fans.
Les Miserables, jamming vos Heartless Heathers. Slay lead jammer.
Super Six-Pack still hung up behind that strong Heather's wall. They're batting it around. She finally finds the light of day, but she is not the lead jammer.
Oh, beautiful positional blocking there by the Heathers to open up a lane for Slay Miserable.
Heathers with numbers and the will to win right now. They want to come out here and put a good showing for their fans.
The Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery, John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon.
Looks like 159.37. GNR up over the Heathers. Headache taking the jammer line. Gonna have to battle it out against Scald Eagle.
On the Ron Tonkin Fiat line. And too many skaters on the track. GNR fielded extra skaters, but they had some skaters in the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box. Uh-oh.
Oh, Scald Eagle doesn't like what she sees. She's going to try and pull off her favorite move.
Oh, the baby is not eaten. The baby is not eaten. Low block major on Scald Eagle. She was so committed to eat the baby. She wanted Headache back in the pack. She's going to the penalty box. Huge offensive block by French Tickler. That's 5 points for Headache.
Great offensive move by the Heartless Heathers. They are muscling around the Guns N' Rollers right now, opening holes that Headache just can stroll through.
Scouts honor the last skater on there. Easy pass there for Headache.
Va Boom trying to get out there, trying to get some open spacing, get up front. Right now, you got a full box sitting over there.
No pass, but she breaks through. That's another 5 points for Headache.
Headache really capitalizing on the fact that there's not a lot of Guns N' Roller players out there.
In fact, there's only one. That's a good advantage to have.
That's right.
And just daintily crosses through. And that's a cut major on Frankenherder just as she gets back. No pack is established.
Headache up against Va Boom, a step to the outside. She is free for 5 more points.
Scald Eagle, that's still Scald's initial pass. Headache tries to call it off. She was not lead jammer. She picked up a minor penalty for that. In fact, 2 of them. We are going 2 minutes. Both jammers come out last one, 4-3. Huge jam, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise.
Louis Armstrong, what do you got? A team timeout? What does that mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for tonight's DJ Agent Meow. A big thank you to the Lloyd Athletic Club and Mike Seha, the official trainer of the Wheels of Justice. Check out the table near the entrance to the Coliseum for fantastic Rose City Rollers merchandise. If you can't find your size at the merchandise table, then check out our full online store at rosecityrollers.com.
Untamed Shrew 2.1 jamming for GNR. And Slay Miseral jamming for the Heartless Heathers.
Both jammers right now having a hard time trying to get through. Great defensive work by both teams.
Around the outside, Untamed Shrew looking for a baby to eat. No baby to be eaten. GNR lead jammer.
Slay Miz, one player left to beat, and she's really trying to muscle her way past that player. Out of
Slay
play.
Miseral, initial pass, no punts yet. Oh, nice jump! 5 points for Slay Miseral.
She jumped that apex like an old pro. That was fantastic. Hearthers fans, give it up for Les Mills. Magic Pony, what do you got for us?
Hey, I'm over here in the VIP section with my new friend from Michigan, Elle. She wants to give a shout out to her favorite new Derby girl.
Hello, French Tickler Revolution!
She's a big French Tickler fan, but who isn't?
Yeah, how could you not be a big French Tickler fan?
Time out. That
So-
means a Magic Pony Music Minute.
Absolutely, Magic Pony Music Minutes by Agent Meow.
Men! Oh, man.
All right, fans, if you get on your feet and act a little rowdier, they got a t-shirt shooter over here that I'm sure she'll shoot one at you. Get on your feet!
What's my name?
Hey, GNR fans in the jungle, you notice the Heathers crowd is making a lot of noise and they're doing really good? Don't rest on your laurels, GNR fans. Make some noise. All right, we have an official review going on right now. It looks like GNR are calling an official review. Mike Chex is going to give us the lowdown.
All right, the question was, who called off that jam? That is what was being reviewed, and the jam call-off was legitimate.
All right, it was too legit. Too legit, and it quit. And that is the official review. You only get one official review per period, so that is the official review for GNR.
Heather's making a little bit of a comeback right now. 32 points is half scored by Headache. Absolutely fantastic job to get into this game.
Not your lucky day out there. She scored 19 points so far. We got Super Six-Pack out there.
GNR once again up front, giving a hard time to that Heather's jammer.
Not your lucky day, dancing around and got a hit to the head.
That's
Power.
going to put GNR in a power jam situation. Super Six-Pack is not your lead jammer, so this jam's going to keep right on rolling.
It's going to be a 2-minute jam here. And 1 minute of that will be a power jam for the GNR. And for some reason, the jungle is just sleeping over there. I only hear crickets coming from the jungle. What's going on? You're just relaxing right now? You don't care that your team's doing good? Heathers fans are making some noise. Where are you at, GNR fans? I'm disappointed.
In the jungle, the quiet jungle.
There's this 5-point pass, GNR fans. That's your cue to make some noise just in case you want me to spell it out for you. Heather Heathers fans, you're doing so much better than him. Don't let him get away with this. Heathers fans, make some noise for your team. That's what you need to be sounding like, GNR fans.
The Icebox, always a place for a rowdy crowd. The king is always afraid of the Icebox.
Nacho Lucky Day is back. Got a pass thanks to her fans.
5 more points by Super Six Pack on that pass.
Oh, nice. Offensive line by Schemstress. And that is time.
Time being called. Schemstress on the inside, having a little problem getting up.
She's up. She's up and at him.
She's a pretty tough trooper, though.
We're ahead one right now.
You got Scald Eagle up in line against the uniform formerly known as Scratcher in the eye. And an official timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to buy your raffle tickets. At intermission after this bout, we'll be doing the raffle for the booty bag. You can purchase your raffle tickets from our raffle sales girls who are wandering through the stands right now. You can see some over here with the orange tickets above their head. Tickets are $1 a piece or 10 tickets for $5.
Yeah, but let's not forget about the big prize tonight. Look at this bike down here, kids. Fat Tire Ale.
Hey, I got this one, Mike Checks. I think the official
and
timeout.
And that basket has over $500 worth of goods and prizes in it, so you want to win this raffle.
Was whether or not Scratcher was wearing a uniform. She is. So gameplay is going to continue. It was determined. Inside pass by Scald Eagle. She's going for the eat the baby.
Untamed, or Scratcher in the eye, running up that inside line. Scald Eagle's in hot pursuit, and they want to battle it out.
It's like, Scratcher is mad at that, but at least she did not eat the baby. You denied her the taste of baby, Scratcher. Good for you.
Scratcher moves through that pack.
Engaging.
Hard hits getting thrown out there. Scratcher takes the inside line, and she's moving on up.
Nice scoring opportunities made by Scratcher in the eye. Scald Eagle trying to finish off that scoring pass. Calls it, but I have a suspicious feeling. We went 4-4 on that, Heathers fans.
The Open Space Cafe. Brunch, bar, Wi-Fi. Embrace the pace. The Brew Radio, the station where butt rock never died.
Yeah, the Brew. Looks like another official timeout, and the man in purple himself is going out to find out what's going on.
I thought we determined that Scratcher was in fact wearing a uniform. Oh no, it's an official review, sorry. This one will be coming from the Heathers. This will be the only Heartless Heathers official review. Mike Checks will check in with us and let us know what the review is regarding. Remember, both teams get one official review per period. So this is the only chance to use it. They can review any call made or not call not made. The referees will discuss it on a whole. Mike Checks, what do you got?
Well, Randy Pan, you can only have one pivot on the track at a time. If there's a pivot in the penalty box, that team cannot have a pivot on the track. There was a question in that last jam as to whether or not the team had a pivot in the penalty box and also out on the track.
That is discussion at hand.
All right, folks, as this game winds down, who here is excited about the championship?
I'm excited. You're gonna be sorry. Jamming up against that Heathers wall right now. Headache.
Headache taking a nice big hit by Scout's Honor. Hurting Harajuku girl, giving her a hard time. Oh, she picked up a 4th minor. She is now going to be sitting in the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box. And
Power jam, you're going to be sorry for the Guns and Rollers. Tweet, 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 tweet. Nothing from the GNR. You got a power jam. Nothing from the jungle. Nothing. I don't know.
You're going to be sorry. Another big hit by Les Mis. Oh, looks like that strong GNR wall has Blast Unicorn caught in the back.
Ah, nice escort to the outside there by Moxie Roxham. And she picks up a back block major for You're Gonna Be Sorry, releasing Headache. We're gonna go 2 minutes on this one, King.
That's right, it's a changing of the jammers in that penalty box. And Headache gets another chance to do something. Big hit, and she drops Harajuku girl.
You're gonna have a hard time knocking Headache down.
Headache finds her way through, brushes off another big hit by Roller Eclipse like it just wasn't there, and she picks up 5 points on that pass.
Headache is what you get when you try to knock Headache down. Ah, swing and a miss for Frankenhurter.
Frankenhurter was going after her this time, and Headache just did some beautiful footwork to get past her. 5 more points on that jam.
Going up for one more scoring pass. You're gonna be sorry is back. That's the end. And a major forearm at the last second on Headache. So we're gonna start the GNR in a power jam.
It's nothing right now. We just finished jam 12, right?
Looks like GNR is going to start this jam in a power jam.
I'm the GNR fan section. That's the noise I'm supposed to make.
Oh, Super Six-Pack, so quick on her feet, so agile, goes right through the center, and she's your lead jammer.
If you missed it, Headache got a forearm major at the end of that jam there somehow. There you are, Jungle! I've been waiting to hear from you. Toxic Haste, my sister from another mister, back in the action, forming a nice 4-wall up front there with Juice Box Hero, French Tickler, and I Rebel.
2 players left to beat, but unfortunately for Super Six-Pack, that's going to be French Tickler and Toxic Haste. They are not going to let her go easy.
Dude, Toxic just holding down in front.
Super Six-Pack, though, grand, fantastic footwork, and she gets past.
Nice pack control.
Headache has found her way through. She made it out, and she picked up another back block major. She'll be cooling her heels for another full minute in the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box. Right now, the wall of the Guns N' Rollers playing some really good offense, batting around and trying to hold down their blue wall and not let them go anywhere.
Beautiful last line of defense hit from Toxic Haste, but she took a fall, so that opened up Super Six-Pack to go back inside. And
Super
that
Six-Pack
is
trying
a
to get through.
Back block major on Super Six-Pack. So what's going to happen here is kind of bananas. We're going to start with both jammers in the penalty box, but Heather's jammer is going to start standing, and she will start this jam coming in from the penalty box as soon as this jammer whistle is blown.
Louis Armstrong, what do you got?
Bridgetown Chiropractic, the official bone cracker of Rose City Rollers since 2006. We'd like to say thanks to the following sponsors: Fat Lip Industries, Mike Thrasher Presents, Hammy's Pizza, Portland Vital Signs, and Brooklyn Community Acupuncture.
So Headache is released from the penalty box. Goes out front. Lead jammer. Headache of the Heartless Heathers.
Beautiful footwork right around Juvie Hall on that outside. Picks up lead jammer. They're going to go real slow here to try and give their Heather jammer an opportunity. Cat pass.
All right. The Blast Unicorn is now the jammer.
That's right. Now, this is one of those occasions where the jammer can pass the cap to the pivot, and then the pivot can take over as the jammer.
The pivot is the skater with the stripe on her helmet. Oh, beautiful hit from Mel Mangles to the inside, forcing Blast Unicorn to the back.
She was on the outside, now she's on the inside. The only player left is Juvie Hall to try and stop her.
It was like 30 feet in front of the net. 5-point scoring pass by the Blast Unicorn!
Oh, Juvie Hall's picked up another infraction. She will be spending some time in that penalty box. Magic Pony, what are you doing out there?
Hey, I'm over here in the Players Club with One Punch Patrick, our on-site EMT for the night and a real badass in the men's derby circuit. Patrick, what do you got to say?
Hey, it's great being here. I'm happy to be here. Glad nobody's getting hurt. And it's awesome watching this hard-hitting derby.
Nice job. Thank you, ladies.
And thank you very much.
Scald Eagle versus Nacho Lucky Day. Scald Eagle hopping over, scratching the eye, lead jammer.
Nacho Lucky Day hot on her tail. She's not your lead jammer, but right now they're trying to battle for position in that pack.
Nice work tonight. You're doing a really good job. Really? I think you're doing great.
Nice speed control from Heathers, keeping it fast up front, making it difficult for Scald Eagle, even Scald Eagle, to make a scoring pass.
This pack has really got some speed. Henri Hooligan up there trying to break up that front wall, trying to pick somebody off and slow somebody down. No luck so far.
Doing a good job controlling the pace here. Oh, and they force Scald Eagle to call it off, forcing a 0-0 jam. Nicely done, Heathers.
Next one. We did Pony jam early, so we have nothing right now.
Okay.
We're on jam 16. No, we're just about to start jam 16 now.
Les Miserables, 601, Heathers.
Yo gonna be sorry. Also battling out with Les Mis. So far, real slow pack. Not a lot of players. Oh, saw the light of day for just a quick minute.
That was nice defensive jamming from Slay Miz.
I have always loved the jammer on jammer action.
Out of play, apparently.
Fringe Stickler getting called with the out of play call. She'll be spending some time in the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box. Oh.
Cut major on Slay Miz. That's going to be a power jam for the Guns N' Rollers.
Signs of life from the jungle as Yo gonna be sorry picks up 5 points on that pass.
Scratcher doing laps now.
Nice hit by Toxic Haze, taking out Yo gonna be sorry, bringing her to the back of the pack. Right now, the whole line of GNR is trying to play some offense. Out of play call, they gotta let her go.
I mean, he called out of play at about 20 feet out. Toxic was a good 40 to 50, but she was like, what? What are you going to do?
It is Toxic Haze, and she has her face painted up. Kind of makes her badass looking, so I wouldn't want to mess with her either.
Nice. You're going to be sorry is sorry that she picked up a minor cut. It was her 4th minor, though. She's going to the penalty box. That will give Slay Miz a power jam.
Slay Miz just got released, so she spent the full minute there. That means Yogi is going to have to spend a full minute herself.
Yeah, it's empty. Thank you.
Nice GNR defense up front.
While they had the changing of the guards, they really established themselves up front.
Slay Miz crawls over. That's her initial pass. No points yet on this jam, and that's the jam. Louis
Rose City Rollers is a proud partner of the Big Brothers and Big Sisters Sports Buddies program. The Sports Buddies program encouraging young people to get active. And folks, be sure to stick around after the Derby tonight, have some more fun with us, and come to the after party at the Bossa Nova Ballroom, 722 East Burnside. Free admission to tonight's after party with your bout ticket or wristband. It's a dance party featuring DJ Gregarious.
Jam is on. Blast Unicorn is battling out against 4 of the toughest players for the GNR right now.
So a no pack was called. You cannot block opponents in a no call. Then there's Blast Unicorn wrestling away up front. And she's lead jammer.
It's like Frankenherder got called with a penalty. She'll be spending some time in that Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box.
Heather's trying to keep the pack slow to give more scoring opportunities to Blast.
No pack call. Blast Unicorn is free to go. I stand corrected. It looks like a back block call. Blast Unicorn's going to be spending some time in that penalty box.
Now remember, you cannot touch a skater even a little bit in the back at all. Like just the teensiest bit. Or you will go to the penalty box for a back block major. They're very serious about back blocks.
Yeah, they
so
don't like the back blocks here.
Seriously.
Oh, and Super Six Pack muscles her way quite literally through that line, drops a few players on her way, but she's not your lead jammer. This is going to go the full 2 minutes.
Which are 46 seconds left. And less than a minute left on the period clock. And then we have our championship bout coming up next. The 4th minor for, you guessed it, ladies and gentlemen, a back block. Super Six Pack's going to the penalty box. And we'll release Blast Unicorn!
Blast Unicorn jumping from left to right, trying to work her way through. She's got a great wall that is not letting her go anywhere. Oh, so they've taken her out. Oh, a cut major called. She will be changing places with Super Six Pack.
Yeah, that was a cut. That was a cut. Team timeout called for the Heartless Heathers.
Yeah, no. Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick reminder, when the skaters take their post-bout lap, if you'd like to high-five the skaters, please refrain from climbing on the walls. Don't try to get to the track to high-five the skaters. You can come down to the wall and the skaters will come to you. Folks in the VIP section, you can stand in front of your chairs. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is your last chance to buy raffle tickets for the first raffle, which will take place at intermission. That's for the booty basket, which contains over $500 worth of prizes and goodies.
So we have 4 seconds left on the penalty clock. This jam will probably be the last jam, but the jam will go to its natural conclusion and then stay off the track.
Joe's Burgers, 4 locations, awesome burgers, and the official feeder of Rose City Roller Volunteers.
All right, Heather fans, your team's given lots of action here. They're almost at 100 points. I need to hear some love from the ice box. Your team has fought hard, and they deserve your love. And Jungle, while we're in this timeout, get your GNR chant going because they have done a great job tonight.
So we got an official timeout called right now. There's some business going on. Mike Checks is going to investigate.
Basically what they were doing was making sure that the jammers that had received the trips to the penalty box had served the correct amount of time in the penalty box. They had. Play will continue.
That's nice. That Clydesdale, he does a good job.
It's always a good thing to find out. And the jam is on.
We have 2 Heathers and a naked lady. No, 3 Heathers out there.
Big hole on the outside. Untamed Shrew has capitalized on it. D-Day gave her a bump, but not quite enough to knock her out of bounds.
Lead jammer Untamed Shrew, who calls out the jam, bringing this bout to a close. 226 GNR, Heathers with 100 on the century mark.
MVP awards right after this. After they
MVP first.
Coming up next, the awarding of the MVPs as chosen by the opposing teams. I know Juvie Hall's on her way out here in just a moment to tell us who she's chosen to be the MVPs for the Heartless Heathers. Juvie, cameras are over here. And bring it out, Heathers. Here we go. What do you got for us?
Shrew?
The Untamed Shrew! That's awesome. Sweet Merkin Scratcher. All right, and GNR has chosen.
We have chosen as our MVP, Headache.
Headache, come and get what's coming to you right here. Thank you very much, ladies. Back to Derby. Thank you. Thank you.
Check.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment tonight, we have the fantastic abilities of the Summit Wushu Academy.
Hi everyone, my name is Peter Dang, and this is Travis Dang. We are from Summit Wushu Academy. We're happy to be here today, and today we're going to perform Wushu, which is a Chinese martial arts. You guys might have known it as Kung Fu, but Wushu is the more correct term. You see it in movies and TV shows all the time. Kung Fu Panda, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. If you guys are a fan of Jet Li and Jackie Chan, you'll like what we'll do. So today we're going to perform some Wushu basics and move on to Wushu individual routines.
Wait, do you guys even know what Wushu is? No? Oh, well, Peter left me here. I just need to ask you guys a favor. We're a little unprepared. We don't have any wheels on our shoes, so this is a little slippery for us. We're not used to that. So if you could just, give us some energy when you cheer, if you see something cool. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, if you see something like